points. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's begin the sales training. And today we are going to learn, learn about inverter heat pump. And for this inverter heat pump, the name is turbo silence. We call it turbo silence inverter heat pump. Okay, and have you uh, seen these products before? Okay, so this is the product. We can also call it Inverx, the turbo silence inverter heat pump Inverx. Okay, and we can try to look at the picture from different angles. So you can see it is a vertical wind. It is the wind come out of the top. Okay, so this is the pictures from different angle, and here we can see it is a hexagon design. Okay, just like the bee, the home for the bee. Yes, and because of this design, it is very good for the ventilation. It can improve the efficiency for the heat exchanging. Okay, so and later we'll explain more about its benefits. Okay, so this part, we are going to let you know about the turbo silence inverter heat pump in four aspects. Okay, so we will let you know why this tag was called the turbo silence, and also what actually is the technology, and also the most benefits. And also the most important is the benefits, and also a very important concept. We call it think bigger. Okay, so let's go on to the first one. Okay, so why this tag was called a turbo silence? Okay, maybe when you first see the words turbo silence, okay, it is a new words created by us. You can see it comes from two words, the turbo and also the silence. So from this word, you will know that it shows the two advantages of this product. Turbo, it means it is very powerful. Yes, but at the same time, it's very noisy. Okay, but we try to maintain this turbo performance and the silent operation at the same time. So this time, it can provide a turbo performance, but at a very silent operation. Okay, they can operate at the same time. So that's why we name it a turbo silence. Okay, in Europe, many customers like this name. So the concept of turbo silent has a very good fame now in Europe. Yes, and in for the USA, we already have the advertisement in this year, in March this year. So the turbo silence name will be soon spread in the USA very soon, very soon. We have already cooperated with some big heat pump players now in the USA. Okay, so actually, we started the R&D for turbo silence in 2014, and in 2019 we successfully launched. So it actually took 5 years for Fairland to do this technology. Okay, 5 years is long enough, and this product is very good and is perfect. Yes. Okay. So what actually is turbo silence inverter technology? Okay. So I will try to explain it to you in two parts, just like the first aspect is the hardware, and the second aspect is the software. Okay, please wait someone come in. Okay. Hello, William. Hello. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so the turbo silence. Okay, someone again. Okay, so the turbo silent is optimized on the full inverter. Maybe you are not familiar with the development of the inverter, and we can see this line. Okay, so for the heat pump development, it has a trend like this. Okay, at the very beginning, it is a on-off technology. At on-off, that means the heat pump operates at fixed speed. That means it always runs at 100% heating capacity, just like some brand like Pentair and also the Gulfstream and also some big brand now in the USA still in the on-off stage. Okay, and then the step inverter. Okay, the step inverter, that means it has some step. It can operate at the middle speed and the low speed and the high speed. You have some step to choose for different running speed. And then it developed into the DC inverter. The DC inverter, it means the compressor now can run by a more accurate control. It can run by 1% control. For example, it can run at 50%. It can also run at 51%. Okay, so that's a DC inverter. And full inverter, uh, that means the fan motor also can be operate 1% by 1%. The DC inverter just for the compressor, but the full inverter, it means it can operate the compressor and the fan motor at the same time by 1% control. Okay, and then we optimize this technology. A full inverter is created by Fairland also. Okay, and we optimize this technology, and then it begin into the turbo silence inverter technology. Okay, so that is the development. So is it clear here? Okay, if there is any question you hope to know more clearly, you can just let me know. Yes. Yes, is any problem about this development of the inverter? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no problem, and let's move back. Okay, so the turbo silence inverter technology is optimized on the full inverter. Okay, so we use the best hardware for this development, actually. Yes. For example, in terms of the compressor, we signed a contract with the Mitsubishi. This compressor is specially made for Fairland for this turbo silence by the Mitsubishi. And yes, so it is a very, very good model, especially jointly developed by Fairland and the Mitsubishi, the engineer. Yes, and also we use a DC brushless fan motor, and then we use the upgraded titanium heat exchanger. So compared to other competitors' products, it has 30% more heating efficiency from this heating exchanger. And also the design is patented design. We have applied the patents for these hexagon designs. Yes, so you can tell to your customers when you describe the hardware. But more important lies in its software. Yes, the hardware is good, but the better is the software. So if you have some knowledge about the inverter heat pump, you must know that the core technology of the inverter heat pump is its control system. Yes, the inverter control system is the core and also the core technology of the heat pump. So Fairland, that's our company, is the only manufacturer in the world that has our own R&D R&D center and a manufacturing plant for the inverter control system. Many big players in the USA, in the Europe, they hope to buy the inverter control system from us, but for now we don't sell to them. Yes, that's the control system, and let's bring you an example about this control system. If you know iPhone, right? The Apple iPhone, the hardware for an iPhone maybe is not good as other brand, but the control system of the Apple, of the iPhone, is iOS. It has many advantages over others, and that's why it can sell at a very high price. So the same as Fairland, it's the same. uh, t- our turbo silence control system, and just like the iOS system. Yes. And what can this system do? It can operate the twin rotary DC inverter compressor hertz by hertz and run the fan motor round by round and very, very accurate control. No other competitors in the industry can do that. Yes, so they still have to buy from us. Okay, so if you are good sales, I hope you can remember the words I just said. I say it again, and that is only turbo silence inverter control system can operate the compressor hertz by hertz and run the fan motor round by round. Okay, I hope you can tell these words the same to your customers. Okay, I hope you can. I hope they can know it. I can how accurate control it is. Okay, so to show it more directly, you can see. Okay, these pictures. Oh, okay, okay, sorry. Okay, you can see here. Yes, you can see here, 1% by 1%, and it will show on the controller. Yes, so 1% by 1% control, very accurate, and also the fan motor run by run. Okay, so now we know what the how the hardware and the software makes the turbo cylinder control system, and now we can see what benefits it can bring from this inverter technology. Okay, so when you talk about heat pump, you must know it is a very energy saving product, right? Okay, so actually how energy saving it is, and we need to learn about a concept. Okay, so we often say uh, our turbosynth inverter heat pump is max COP is 16, and on average the COP is 11.6. So what does COP mean? COP it is calculated by the energy output divided by the power input. Okay, so let's say more directly. So here COP 16 it means you will only need 1 kilowatt hour power consumption, and then you will get 16 kilowatt hour energy output. So energy output divided by the power consumption, and that is a COP. Okay, so somebody would ask me, so how can they do that? Okay, that is the heat pump technology. Okay, it can absorb the energy from the air, and there's a 15 kilowatt hour energy from air. So that is this one. So we can say the COP is 16. From the whole swimming season, sometimes it is higher, sometimes it's lower, but for the whole swimming season, the COP can reach 11.6. So if you are a consumer, if now you are concerning about your electricity bill, okay, this is a very good point. Okay, so in other words, it means you only pay 1 kilowatt hour, then you got 11.6 kilowatt hour energy. Okay, it is very attractive things. Okay, so here, am I clear? Am I clear? If clear, please let me know. Yes, this part is very important. Is it clear? Hi.
Clear, sir. Clear. It's clear.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So the max and the ever on average. So why sometimes it is 16? Why sometimes it's 11.6? That's because it's running logic. Okay. So let's move, and later we'll explain to you. Okay. So let's see a comparison of the different heaters. Okay. So here for electric or gas heater, the COP is 1. Okay, you know why 1? Because you concern how you can, because they are not energy saving products. Yes, you get the same kind, you get the same energy out of the electric and the gas heater. Okay, even less than 1 because of some heat loss, maybe the 90% or maybe 95% for some good products. Yes, but the max is 1. That is COP 1. Okay, for an on-off heat pump, let's say the Pentair heat pump, the COP is normally 5. It's normally 5. So that means you pay 1 kWh and then you get 5 kilowatt energy. Okay, but for turbo silence, the max is 16, and on average, that's 11.6. Okay, so if you want a direct chart, you can see here. Yes, yes. Okay, this is COP line, and this is the okay the time. Okay, for electric and gas heater, you can see the COP is always the same. Okay, but for a on-off heat pump, like 5. Okay, for a turbo silence, at the very beginning, it is 6.6. Okay, but for the whole swimming season, it can reach 11.6, and the max can reach 16. Someone coming? Wait. Okay, so somebody would know why sometimes it's 6.6, why on average is 11.6. So here I'll explain to you. Because at the very beginning of a swimming season, uh, the pool is still cold, still very cold. So it needs to run at 100%, or we can say 120%, the full capacity to heat the pool. Because it is run at full speed, so the COP is 6.6. Okay, and but what's important for a inverted pump is that it can perform very well when maintaining the pool temperatures. When the pool water is heating up, okay, then it comes to maintain the pool temperature. When maintaining the pool temperature, it just need to provide the required energy of the pool to just meet the requirement to provide the relative to provide the energy. Yes, that means if the pool needs 2 kWh energy, the heat pump will provide 2 kilowatts, and that's why inverter is good, and that's like here. Okay, so you can say sometimes it runs at 100% capacity is 6.6, but on average it only runs at 50%. Okay, so here the COP is 11.6. Okay, so that's this one. And here is a power consumption comparison. Okay, so you can see how much you can save. So here for electric heater, you can say normally you will use 3 hours to heat up the pool, and 3 hours times 14 kilowatts, you can get 42 kilowatt hour per day for a pool use. If you use a on-off heat pump, okay, you can see 6.8 kilowatt hour to maintain the pool temperature. But if you use the turbo silence, you can say it will only need 7.2 kilowatt hour to heat up the pool. So you can say compared to on-off heat pump, it is only half. Yes, and compared to the electric heater, you can say only less than 20%. Yes, it will save you over 80% of the electricity bill. Okay, so that's why now heat pump is getting more and more popular in the Europe. You know, the energy cost in Europe is really high, especially in the UK. Nowadays, these days, the UK market is really hot. That's because their energy price is getting very high, and they are seeking for us to get a heat pump, get an inverter heat pump. Yes, and I believe heat pump, especially inverter heat pump, will be the future. It will be the future for a heater, for a pool heater. Yes. So you are the one who can lead the trend now. Okay, so that is one of these advantages, the energy efficiency. Okay, another part is the silence. Yes. So another main selling point for this heat pump is its noise. Its sound level is the lowest one in the industry. Uh, let's give you a comparison. For the Pentair heat pump, for any other on-off heat pump, yes, their noise is usually around 56. Yeah, 56 here. You can see 56 decibels. That means it is louder than a fridge. Just like a normal conversation, just like now I talk to you. It is yeah, you can still hear it when you swim. But you can see our turbo sense heat pump, it's only 41 on average. On average, the lowest can reach 35. But on average, it is 41. So what does 41 mean? You can see 40, it's just like you're in your quiet bedroom. You can sleep in your bedroom, right? So 41, that means you can sleep beside our heat pump at a 1 meter distance. So you can barely hear any noise when you swim. Yes. So it's another main selling point you can let your customer know, because for the on-off heat pump, for the Penta heat pump they buy, uh, it is 56. So now 41, that is the 15 decibels. Yes, less. And 15 decibels, that means 15 times quieter. Yes. Okay, so you can tell them 15 times quieter of this heat pump. Okay, and also beside these two main selling points, it has other benefits. Okay, not just turbo silence. So what else benefits? Okay, the first one is has three mode to choose: the turbo mode, smart mode, and the silence mode. So I can explain to you the difference. So when you choose, normally the heat pump, if you don't set anything, it will normally it at the smart mode. Okay, smart mode, that means it will runs at 20 to 100% heating capacity. It can adjust automatically according to the according to the demand of the pool. Yes, the smart mode. But if you want a faster heating, if you now want a swim, okay, very soon, so you can use the turbo mode. The turbo mode can provide 120% heating capacity, but we don't suggest it is runs at long time. So we usually suggest it use when at the beginning of the pool. Okay, so the turbo mode can run at 120% heating capacity. So you can imagine, if for a on-off heat pump, you will need 3 days, let's say 3 days to heat up the pool. Okay, but if you use the turbo mode of a turbo silence, so you only need 2 days. So that is, yeah, you can say save 20% of your time. You can enjoy the swimming faster than any others. Okay, and also if you need the heat pump to quiet down, you can use the silence mode. That means it will only runs at from 20 to 60%. So it is very quiet. You can barely hear the noise, only less than 40 decibels, less than 40 decibels. Okay, so that is the mode setting. Another one is the Wi-Fi control, built-in Wi-Fi and application control. Okay, you can, if you, no matter you are a Android or a Apple user, you can also download the application. The app is called the Fairland Smart Pool. You can search it on the Google, or you can also to visit our website, and then here you can scan the QR code and you can download it. Okay, so so that you can control and set the temperature for your pool anywhere and anytime you want. Yes. Another thing is the operating air temperatures. Yes. The widest range of operating temperatures in the industry also. So it can run at the as low as minus 15 degrees Celsius and as high as to 43 degrees Celsius. Yes, I believe in Philippines, maybe no less than zero, right? Okay. So yeah, this one is you can also let your customer know. Okay, and that's the benefit of the turbo silence. And any other any question here? Any question here? Uh, if there is any question, please feel free to let me know, and I will explain it more clearly. Okay.
Not at the moment.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's conclude. Let's have a brief conclusion for you can better remember. Okay, so the first one of the first benefit of the heat pump, that is the energy saving. Okay, still remember the number? The 16, the max COP is 16, and on average is 11.6. Okay, so that's the major selling points, the main selling point of the turbo sensor heat pump. And the second one, and that is its noise, 15 times quieter, okay, than the on-off heat pump. Okay, so the average sound level only 41 decibels. Okay, the lowest is 35. Okay, the very quiet. Okay, that's the second selling point. And the third and other selling point you can see it has three mode to choose. A turbo smart silence. It has a Wi-Fi, okay, and application control, and it has the wireless operating air temperatures. Okay, and also you can see its controller is very smart and very efficient. The controller, yes, it's very easy to operate. You can just try it if you have a machine on your hand. Okay, okay. So beside the benefits, here it is a important sales concept I'd like to introduce to you. So we call it think bigger. Okay, so what does it mean? It means when you now you're selling to your customers. Okay, so you could kind of, if they hope a better swimming experience, you can let them to choose a bigger model. Okay, so why? Why should I say that? So here I could explain the logic to you. Yes. So why we say we'll suggest customer think bigger if they are have enough money, have enough budget for it. Okay, so here you can say for a 14 kilowatt hour for a 14 kilowatt model, or you can say here the COP is 6.6, higher than the on-off, right? 6.6 than 5. But if you use the 20 kilowatt model, okay, so there's a bigger model. You can say here is the COP is 7, higher than the 14, okay, when heating up the pool. And when it comes to maintain the pool temperature, here it is 11.6 on average. But for a bigger model, it can reach 15. So you can say if you choose a bigger model, you will have a higher COP. So why? Why? Because for a 14 kilowatt model, to maintain the pool temperature, it runs at 15 heating capacity. That means the pool will need 7 kilowatt energy to maintain. 7 to 14, that is 50%. But if you use a bigger model to provide the same energy, to provide the same amount of energy, okay, so 7 to 14 is 50, but 7 to 22, that is 31.8%. Okay, so to provide that, so it can run at lower running speed. Lower running speed, it means higher energy saving, and it also means less noise, much quieter running. Okay, so now is it clear here? Is it clear here? To provide the same kind of energy for a pool, if you choose a bigger model, the compressor, the whole unit will runs at runs at lower speed. Lower speed, it means high energy saving and also means the fewer noise. Okay, so if your customer they are rich and they have the enough budget and they want a very good experience, so you can suggest them bigger model so that they can have a higher COP, a lower noise, and also you can double their pool season. Okay, even they send the correct model, they can also enjoy they can also enjoy the full season. But if you they choose a bigger model, they can have a better pool season. Okay, and also now Amitsi is a very good pool company, or we can say a water related treatment company. So you can also double your sales season for all pool products. Okay, so here is it clear. Is it clear for this think bigger concept? And also you will have a higher margin if you choose a bigger model. Okay, so let's have a conclude. And okay, so just now we mentioned have conclude, that is the energy saving again, conclusion, energy saving, lower noise, super quiet, and also other benefits, just like the turbo mode, 20% faster heating, okay, and the Wi-Fi control, okay, just like this. Okay, so the main contents are about this one. And any question? Any question about the training content?
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good
Yes, sir.
afternoon.
Yes, this is Michelle, sir. Can you turn your slide to the graph?
Sorry,
Given the fifth, can you change your slide one more? Okay, on
change.
that part, the think bigger slide, sir.
Oh, think bigger. Yes.
Okay, next slide, sir.
Okay.
Okay, based on this slide, I saw that the parameter, sir, is at 26 degrees C,
Mm-hmm.
air temperature, and at 23 degrees C, water temperature, 80% relative humidity.
Yes.
Once, sir, the air temperature increase or decrease, or even the water, sir, the performance of the heat pump, sir, will change definitely.
Yes.
Yes,
So here it is based on this working
this
performance. And
parameter. Yes,
yes,
sir. Okay,
yes,
do you have the graph of different parameters?
yes, we have the graph
Okay.
and we can send to you.
Okay.
Yes. And also we have a rule for this changing, for changing. So you can say when the air temperature, when the air temperature
Change.
is grow by 5 degrees Celsius, the COP will
Go up.
increase by
Yes.
17%. Yes.
Okay.
When
Do
the
you
water,
have that percentage?
yes, they have the percent, yes, you can use for calculation. Yes. And when the water temperature increase by 5 degrees Celsius, the COP will
Will drop.
will drop by
Yes.
17%, 70%. Yes.
Yes.
When the humidity increase by 10%, the COP will increase by
Go up.
4%.
Wait. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, we have a chart, we have a graph we test, but if used for simple calculation, you can also use this rule. It's also okay. But the percentage, but here that this working condition is approved by all players in the industry, 2020-80. It's also the most common working conditions in the hip hop industry. Yes.
Okay, sir. I think that's very important with us, especially when we're doing the calculations, sir.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, that's very important to us, sir, so that we can show that during the time that we're doing the recommendations and the calculation at the same time.
Okay. No problem. Okay, any questions here? Any other questions?
Hmm. Patented design, COPCC, controllers.
Yes, I think the most important point is that you need to know this thing, energy saving parts. Yes, it's the most important one. Yes.
Go top.
About the COP concept, is it clear here?
Sir, we have a question from Raymond.
From where?
From Raymond, sir. The question is, if a pool is calculated at around 22 kilowatt, would you recommend a single unit of 2.8 kilowatt unit?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question, sir.
Can you type it in the chatting box? Yes. You,
It
you
was
could.
in the inbox already, sir.
Sorry. So here, oh, okay, yes, I can. I can
Okay.
let me check it. If a pool is calculated at around 20 kilowatts, what do you recommend a single unit of 20 or 214? A single. Okay, I got it. So, yes, you can do that by connecting to heat pump, but the connection will be a little bit complicated. But we do have some customers who would do that. Yes, because sometimes they would not have a 22 kilowatt in stock, but they have a 14 kilowatt model. So they can also do that by using two 14 kilowatt units. It's okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I welcome all kinds of questions. Okay. If you hope to know more about the technical questions, later our technician will give you a very detailed technical training for the technician. Yes, very technical. About also about the after sales, some simple after sales question he will also mention. Okay, later. How about halogen? How about the selection matching based on the pool dimension? Uh, you mean the sizing, the heat pump sizing, right? For sales. Uh, I have sent we have a heat pump sizing guide too. Yes, and it's based on the weather information in Philippines. Yes, and this sizing tool is that you can use it for the sizing. Customer just give dimension. Yes, that's enough. You know the dimension of the pool, and also you know the temperatures, the set temperatures, and also know if they are with pool cover. Okay, and then we can get the suggested model for the heat pump. Yes. This I will send you again for about this too later. Yes, no problem. The selection. Maybe I will try to. Okay, please wait me again. Let's see if I have this tool here. Okay, later I send this tool to you. I send this tool. Can you get back to the statement turbo silence hertz by hertz? Okay, no problem. Hertz by hertz. Okay. Yes. So, what is the question here about the hertz by hertz? Yeah, only the turboscience inverter control system can operate the compressor hertz by hertz and run the fan motor round by round. You can see hertz by hertz, round by round. So if you buy a inverter compressor, if some manufacturer they just buy a inverter compressor, they just buy a compressor from Mitsubishi. they can most of them can do a perfect logic like this control system. Yes, because it is a core technology. Yes. Yeah, you can type the question in the chatting box, and also you can let me know through the microphone. Yes, Purple Silent is an exclusive, yes, it's technology. Yes, by Fairland. And let me tell you more about Fairland. Yeah, Fairland is the first manufacturer that brings the inverter heat pump to the world, inverter pool heat pump to the world. The first full inverter heat pump, pool heat pump, was launched in 2014, and we brought it to the industry. Okay, and at that time, no others would believe we can apply the inverter technology into the heat pump because at that time, inverter technology is still belongs to the air conditioner, the air conditioning conditioning, you know it. And but we do it, we do it. We R&D our inverter control system and apply it to the heat pump, and we make it. And after 2 or 3 years later, we already became the biggest manufacturer for this inverter pool heat pump. And I will tell you some more sales data about the Fairland. For last year, Fairland exported 170,000 units of the inverter heat pump. 170,000, right? So you know how many percentage it is in whole industry? It's over 60%, over 60% global market share. Yes. In Europe, uh, uh, over 70% of the inverter heat pump now in Europe is manufactured by Fairland, and 95% in USA. The inverter heat pump is manufactured by us for now. Yes, and Southeast Asia, and we entered this market last year, and I have the luck, yes, to know I'm busy. Yes. What other brand makes the same, if there is any, and what are the advantages of Fairland compared to them? Okay, so some brands would also say the COP16, but if you were to real test them, you will find that the COP is about it's not true. Most of them are not true. Yes, and most of them, yes, most of them, because we bought a lot of the competitors' products, and then we have tested. Yes, most of them, including some like Phoenix, some like Phoenix, some like Sunrain, and they claim they have a COP of 16, but they just copy. If you just copy, they just have a false data. Yes, and most of them, Fairland is the leader for this inverted trend. Most of them copy Fairland's design, copy Fairland's the data, the performance data, and also the copy Fairland's advertisements to help them to promote. It's too common in the industry. Yes. Okay. Any other question? Okay. No problem there. Okay. So any other question? Have a yes, yes, yes. That's important. And we have the TUV Ringland certificates for this COP, and they test the COP and for the it has the COP and also the noise. We have certificates for the whole range of inverter heat pump. Yes, we do have it. We have in the Europe we have the TUV Ringland certificates, and in the USA market we have the HRI certificates. Yes. So, and in USA, you know, the America has a very high standard for the manufacturer in other countries. And now we are the only one manufacturer that has this AHRI certification in China, the only one, and only what we can sell the inverter heat pump in the whole USA. Yes. Also, if you find some big manufacturers in the USA selling the inverter, yes, you will see they actually come from Fairland. Okay, but I can't tell you which brand because we have a you know they are OEM partners. Yes. And I also will send the certificates to you. All of certificates we have, like the CE certificates, the CECB, and the ROHX, the TUV, and also the HRI if you need. Yes, to you, all certificates we have. Okay. How long does the component runs for 24/7 before you receive repair replacement like compressors? So how long does the component run for before you receive repair? So you mean the normal working hours for the components, the whole units? Okay, how long does the component life repair? So for the first things I want to say about our failure rate. The Fairland's failure rate is also the lowest in the because we have a very high demand for the quality assurance. We have very strict the manufacturing procedure. So our failure rate now is 0.26% in the industry. Okay, it is based on the past 2 years, 300,000 units export volume. Yes. How? Wow. Yes. Yes. You can. Yes. That's our. That's a very important point. You can also tell your customers. Yes. So that's why we can sell that a lot in Europe. Uh, Let me tell you, many players in the Europe they are very hard to be Fairland's partners. Very hard to be to. Fairland has a very high fame in the market, in the European market. How many? In 2021, that is 170,000. In 2020, that is 130,000. So for these 2 years, for these 2 years in total, 300,000. Yes. Okay. So how long? I can't say how long, but uh, 10 years. If used for normal, 10 years, 15 years. A heat pump has a very long, long, the using life. Yeah. Oh, for the warranty. Okay. So for the warranty, you should take a note. Okay. So for a compressor, we offer 12 years. 12 years warranty because you're the Fairland brand. You have the longest warranty. 12 years for the, 12 years for the heat exchangers, 10 years for the compressor, and 3 years for all other components. Okay. And also, we specially provide a 1 year labor for you. So that means if you install the heat pump with all this time is begin since the installation. Okay, since the installation, and we also offer 1 year labor cost cover for the customers. So if they install within just 1 year and they have some repair costs, they need the beside the component cost, they will also need the labor. Yes, right. So we will also cover the labor cost. So just you just let us know if you have this situation. But we so far very few customers complain. Okay. Yes. I welcome any kind of questions. And some of our distributors, they in order to compete with others, they will claim they have a 25 years warranty on the heat exchanger. Yes, but our manufacturer can also promise 12 years. But a heat exchanger has a very low failure rate. Yes. For the near sea, yes. Most we have customers who had a similar question before. They were in Australia and the Golden Coast. They also have a worry about the soil, the soil. How we can say? It's about the sea, about the corruption, the soil corruption. Yes, yeah. It's also you can use for near the sea. How many models do you offer? You mean the different kilowatts, different kilowatt model, or you mean the product ranges? Let me check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, in total we have 8 models, range from 10.5 kilowatts to 40 kilowatts. Yes. You can check our brochure. Yeah, it has some very accurate data on the specification. Okay, let me know if there is any other questions. You can leave this for technical training if you may. Are the units BMS ready? Sorry, what? BMS ready? So what does BMS mean? Building management system. Oh yes, you can of course Modbus. Yeah, no problem. You can use the Modbus. Yes. If you need more information about the Modbus, we can let my technician tell you that he has a lot of expertise handling these questions. Yes. Because our sales volume, we have a lot of customers requirements. So most of them we can we can satisfy their requirements. There's no problem. And later, I just let my technician come here and we can begin the technical training, right? or about the after-sales support. Because for some simple after-sales questions, you can also get it, handle it, just like how to turn on and turn off and how to control it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, we have 2 minutes left. So just let me know if there is any other question. June later, I will send you the sizing guide too. So just insert the dimension of the pool, and you will get the suggested model. Price compared to the existing market. Actually, in the Europe market, Fairland product is a high-end. It's a high-end product, but still can sell very well, and that's because our technology and quality. Also, we also offer the budget version for the heat pump, but they are more likely to buy a product who can bring a better experience. Oh, okay. So the cabinet is made of the aluminum alloy. Aluminum alloy. Yes. Let me aluminum alloy. So the aluminum alloy is very long lasting and never corrupted. So that's why I can say it can installed in the near the sea. For the cabinets and for inside, yes, also have some anti-corruption protection, so that's no problem. Minimum point. Okay. Okay. So, is there any other questions? Do you provide factory test certificates for every unit? You means test certificates? I'm not sure which kind of certificates you mean. Yes, but unit, for every unit, we do have a label on the units. Yes, and you had a serial number on it. So according to the serial number, we'll know which day, on which batch line it produced. So we will soon know which unit it is. And all units have a very strict test. But the test certificates, I'm not sure which kind of certificates. The production lead time. For now, our production capacity is 25,000 units per month. So yeah, it can handle quite well. So around 40 to 45 days production lead time. Yes, 40 to 45 days. But when it is the peaking manufacturing time, when has a lot of order, I'm afraid you will need 60 days, 60-day manufacturing time. Yeah, sometimes, when the summer comes in Europe, there are a lot of orders. What country of origin? Yeah, China. The production actually it takes not that long, but we do need time to procure and purchase the raw materials. So yes, 40 to 45 days. Indeed, the production is 2 or 3 days, but you will need time to purchase the raw material from our supplier. Yes, compressor is Mitsubishi for all models. Yes, multiple silence. Scroll. Okay, so just now, oh, you mean the compressor? It's the twin rotary one. Yes. By using the calculation that you mentioned, does it provide also how many hours it will take to heat up the pole? Hmm. You and later let me the heating the yes, we can do it if you need. Just now later I will let my engineers to update the pole, and it will shows how many hours it will take to heat the pole. That's okay. Okay, later I will. It's a good requirement. Okay, no problem. I will just update the term you mentioned. Okay, let me mark it down. Okay, okay. The tool will show how many hours it will take to heat up a pool. We also have customers have these requirements. So yes, it's it's a very easy adjustment. Okay, what else? Thank you, because that's the usual. Yes, yes, it's a very common question. Uh, if you can also calculate it. It's not hard to calculate, but it will be much better with a pool, with a tool. Thank. Yes, my technician is waiting, and yeah, just let me know if any other sales question. Calculation formats in sizing. We can move to the text already. Okay, the calculation format. Okay, no, it's okay. Later, I will also let my engineers send the tool with the calculation formats to you. Okay, no problem for it. Okay, so I'll just turn off the camera and I will call my technician. Okay, so thank you for you come to the self training. Okay, thank you. And later, our technician will give you the technical training.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Jane. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
If there's any other question, just send email to me.